welcome back. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on with YouTube lately, but it's like my last few lives have been really choppy, and I haven't been able to use my Wi-Fi at all. So I had to turn my Wi-Fi off. I'm just using my data. Hopefully it's streaming okay. Let me know before I go on with Taurus. Let me know if it's clear or what. I guess I'm just not going to use my Wi-Fi. Okay, it's clear? All right, so if you're watching this one and you didn't catch the first one, Aries is on a separate video. It kicked me all the way out, but I'll leave that video up. So Aries, you can catch that. Just scroll through my videos. You'll find it. For the rest of you, I was on Taurus. I just got done meditating on Taurus's energy. The song that came through was Take It All by Kiana Lede. Ledes. I don't know if I'm saying her name right, but I think that's it. But that song also came through on Scorpio and Sagittarius and Capricorn. So you could be connecting with any of those zodiac signs as well. All right, so let's see what we get out for you, Taurus. And the lyric in particular that was playing in my head was, I'm a victim of my pride. Yeah. So I don't know if that's you, Taurus, being a victim of your pride, or someone around you that's, just very prideful in nature and often is a victim to that because maybe of ego or maybe because of, wanting to be right over being happy. If this could be you, you might want to take a look at if that's your energy or not. So we shall see. And interestingly enough, when I was meditating, I got like waves kept coming in, like emotions, and then the moon energy was right in the background. So for me, that represents Pisces or the dream state. So you may have that in your chart, be dealing with that as well. But I feel like there's like a subconscious emotional state that's going on with Taurus that you may be the victim of, that but you're not even really aware of like the role that you're playing in this. So it could be being brought to your awareness during this time frame. I guess that's just like a side note. And or you could have a lot of, underlying emotions going on that maybe you're not speaking about or maybe you're not talking about. And that could all be all that it is. So let's get into it and see. It says, how wonderful I am. We're wanting to awaken within you your memory of how wonderful you are, how good you are, how worthy of whatever you are wanting you are. So I love this card, Taurus, because it's like remembering your self-worth, remembering that, you are in charge of your own life. And, there's a fine line between, I guess, pride and ego, right? And so this is like being proud of who you are. And Spirit is wanting you to be proud of who you are and feeling worthy of who you are, but not letting it get to the point where it becomes like a disassociation with the soul, where you're too identified with your ego, you're too triggered by other people who might not agree with you, and or your pride gets hurt too easily. If people are just saying things to you, and your pride is in a space where it's easily hurt, then that means you're too much into the ego, not enough into the soul. Because people are only ever reflecting what we're feeling about ourselves and what oftentimes we're feeling about them. So you kind of got to take it with a grain of salt, what other people are thinking or how they're perceiving you, Taurus, because for whatever reason, I feel like that may come up this week. And again, this could be you or someone you're connecting with, but keep in mind that we're all connected at the end of the day. So it's always an extension of us, because you would not attract this into your experience unless you were also a part of it, right? So let's see where this is headed. For my Taurus. You know, that song is about like admitting faults, but being unconditionally loving anyways, or unconditionally loving another. So unconditional love may be an important topic this week. And I think it's as like pertaining to how you feel about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like unconditionally loving yourself. Yeah, I'm a victim of my pride sometimes. Yeah, yeah. You know, and of course she's singing it to another person. But again, you're only ever reflecting in other people what the relationship you're having with yourself. So if you turn that song inwardly, basically what she's saying is, yeah, I got all these flaws, but I love me anyways, you know. In the song, she's saying, you love me anyways, but it's synonymous in the big picture, right? So I feel like unconditional love is important because you're worthy, you know. And look at this. This is, to me, this like screams the lyric of that song. I'm a victim of my pride, yeah, yeah. Put my foolish fears aside, yeah, yeah. But somehow, some way, you love me unconditionally. Oh. Yeah, so oftentimes the Ten of Swords is like feeling backstabbed or feeling like betrayed or feeling that, you know, someone didn't have your back. And it is a bit of a victim mentality because it's not looking at the role you played in attracting that situation into your life. And some people don't like when I say stuff like that because they don't want, because they think that I'm saying that someone's in the right and someone else is in the wrong, and it's never really that way. It's all equal counterparts coming together because they're like attracts like. But so I'm definitely not saying that you weren't hurt or that, you know, you weren't you know, in the space where you might have been feeling physically or mentally exhausted, even if it wasn't from someone else. But physical and mental exhaustion is often not giving ourselves the replenishment that we need, not giving ourselves that sense of love and worthiness and unconditionality that Source has for us, and then getting bogged down in the details and perspectives in the lower thought forms. And that could have made you feel heavy in the energy, or this week you could feel, you know, like you want to get away from that energy. But then you have the Palace of Coins here, which I love. So I feel like there's a good foundation here for you, and there's a lot of like abundance coming through for you, Taurus, in the form of like comfort, in the form of being surrounded by comfort or people that make you feel more comfortable with who you are, you know, getting more comfortable with yourself and how you feel about yourself, and knowing that you're deserving of all of what you want, you know, and not getting overwhelmed with what other people may perceive of that, or what they think of that, or even, you know, your own negative thinking at times overwhelming you in the energy, you know. So I just want to see real quick what the Ten of Swords is. The Devil, jeez Louise. And the Three of Wands. This is such a big contrast. So this is like really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? And ruminating on something. Or some of you have maybe some toxic habits that you're just guilting the hell out of yourself for. Or, you know, I got guilt. I don't know if that's you or someone you're connecting with. Or this sense of like, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have ate that. I shouldn't have smoked that. I shouldn't have said that. You know, whatever this is, it's like, the guilt isn't helping, or like the self-condemnation's gotta go, because Source sees you as divine and worthy regardless. That was the overall message. And this is just keeping you bound in like a toxic energy. And like I said, if it's not you, it could be someone you're connecting with. But I feel like once you get out of that energy, and I do feel you will, then it's like, peace, comfort, your ship's coming in, messages coming in for some of you, or, you know, it's just a much more relaxed energy coming through for you. So whatever this is, I heard this too shall pass, or this is going to pass, you know, rather quickly actually, because I see it like coming and going, you know, like a blip on the radar. So this could just be a bad moment, not even an entire day, but whatever whatever it is, it seems intense to me. So just something to be like aware of. Let's see the person you're connecting with. King of Wands. Five of Swords. So yeah, there's some, and to me, the King of Wands in this deck is very prideful. Some of you could be connecting with Aries because there was some messages about that in theirs as well. But I also see this card as Leo. But I'm a victim of my pride. Yeah. It could be this person for sure. You know, but I feel like this person is confident yet disconnected. You know, like very much in their pride, but also a victim of that because this stubbornness gets in their way of truly connecting with either this connection or truly understanding a situation, you know, because they become somewhat a victim of their pride. And I definitely feel it's this person for a lot of you. So if it's that, again, you've attracted this into your life, right? So it's about taking a look at what you want to do with it now that it's here, right? And some of you are going to choose the more peaceful route because I do feel there's a lot of exhaustion here, what as it pertains to this connection in particular, but it can be in other areas of your life. But yeah, I just feel like this person is a bit disconnected, right? They could just have a lot of stressors or anxiety going on, but trying to like push through that energy anyways. It's like this person's negative thinking that gets the best of them sometimes. So could be dealing with Leo, Capricorn. I've got air here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and Earth, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But it's a general reading, so it can be any zodiac sign. Now it's Taurus. I have tag team playing in my head. I don't know if this is for Taurus or Gemini, but all of a sudden I heard party people, tag team back again. Again. Party on, party people, let's see some noise. Some of you, okay, this could be for Taurus or Gemini. Some of you got like a bestie, like a tag team or a partner, you know, that's like got your back or something. I don't know why that's important. That's a side note. Or maybe you like that song. I don't know. It's funny. All right, so clear my energy out. We're going to go into Gemini. That was really fast. So Gemini, I actually saw the ball that I'm holding, but in my mind's eye, and like an energy flowed out of it. It was a feminine energy, and I heard distinctly the song that came through for Aries like 2 weeks ago, which is "Oh Maria." It's from Sister Act. I love that song, and I shared it on my Facebook as well. But what I got symbolically out of that is like being released, or like your energy just like uplifting. And I'm getting a lot of upliftment for the sign of Gemini lately in the readings in general. So I feel like Geminis are kind of on that journey where they had been stuck in, for some of you, really bad situations or relationships, or just in this energy where like things were not flowing, and like trying to push against the grain. And then the last few readings, it's been like Gemini is getting this like release of energy that's like uplifting you, and into a much higher vibration where you're feeling more optimistic, I feel, or this week you'll be able to like see above the mess is what I'm getting. And I love Sister Act. Can we just talk about that for a second? Um, but that song in particular, it's one of the first songs they do in the movie. And it's the song that brings in all the people from the streets, right? And it's the first time that they really show their alignment, where they really show their joy, where they go outside of the box. So I feel like for me, when thinking about how that applies to you, Gemini, you could be going outside of the box, expressing yourself in different ways, or just not being afraid to be happy and be joyous. And if you want to get happy really quick, go watch that scene from that movie because it's so good. It's so good. So this says, oh, of course, this says, my happiness is my greatest gift to others. My happiness is my greatest gift to others. That's what I felt, this joyous, happy type of energy coming through for you, Gemini. And it says, selfishly seek joy because your joy is the greatest gift you can give to anyone else. And without it, you have nothing to give anyways. So it's like prioritizing your joy first. Yeah. Hold on. I'm gonna have to kick someone out of the chat because they don't know how to be nice. Give me 1 second. Ooh, I can't reach it. Okay. So anyways, Gemini, yes, this is the sun. Look how powerful this is. Look how powerful that card is. So I just feel like this is, one, being in your power, putting yourself in that place of power. True empowerment does not come from controlling others. It does not come from dominating or domineering energy. It comes from joy and love and happiness. And that's why it's your one and most important job in life as a human being, is to find that within yourself so you can shine that for other people. And it's about shining that light, I feel, Gemini, during this time frame. The 10 of coins here is like having a good foundation to build off of, and work might be highlighted during this time frame, being more cooperative in the energy, getting more cooperation in the energy. So I feel all of this coming through for you. But it's like you got to place yourself in that power. Now, some of you are still stuck in the trenches because you have not, you're just not maybe to the point where you're ready to claim your happiness. But it is a choice. Happiness is a choice. Most people don't think it is. They think it's dependent on a certain outcome or a person being with them or a certain thing that they want to obtain. But the happiness has to come first, and that's a choice. And then all of what you want comes after. But some of you are still kind of stuck, maybe doing some shadow work. But for the majority of you, I feel you moving out of this energy into a more powerful, I heard powerhouse type of vibe, reconnecting with your happiness, getting more structure into your life as well. Okay, so you might be spending a lot of time on finances or your home or whatever makes you feel more sturdy and more steady is what you're being called to place your focus upon. So the relationship sector may not be a place of joy for some of you yet. And that's why they don't want you to focus over there, because you'll steal away from your own joy. For some of you, that's what's kept you stuck But it doesn't have to be that. I just feel like this is placing your focus on, and attention onto other areas of your life that make you feel more in control and happy and powerful. So the person you're connecting with is the Wheel and the Emperor. Aries energy for some of you. So some of you are connecting with someone that feels really fortunate, or they may have fortune favoring them during this time frame. There might be a karmic tie to this person, or you could have the same or similar work interest or workplace for a few of you. I just feel like whoever you're connecting with, this person has a very dominating presence. And wasn't I just talking about that? Like, true happiness does not come from controlling others. Well, true power, I should say. And then here this person is kind of a dominating, powerful presence, but I feel like sometimes they channel it in a way that is more obtrusive than anything. You know, like I heard a few things. I heard obtrusive and inclusive. So it's like this person could be someone who's like, either you're in or you're out of my circle. And if you're not in my circle, then you don't exist to me. Or like something like that. It's a very strong black and white energy. I can't say like I'm a really big fan of that. But, you know, they're drawing their boundaries, I feel, right? And it's like you're in or you're out. That could be their stance in life in general. That could be their stance towards you. But I just feel like I heard in or out. Are you in or are you out? You know, they could be in and out of your life as well. You know, like when it's convenient for them, then the timing is right. They pop in. And then when it's not convenient, they pop out, you know. But if you've been letting this person impact your joy and your happiness, you've given too much of your power to another person. And this is saying reclaim that. Reclaim your power by making your happiness dependent only on one person, and that one person being you. Because it may seem selfish, but again, if you're not happy in your own skin, then you have nothing to give other people, right? So I feel like that's why you're being called to place your energy in the area that I just talked about. Because quite honestly, that's what this person is doing. So you could be dealing with the Leo and Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus is what I have out predominantly. But it doesn't have to be any of those signs. Okay, Cancer. So Cancer, as soon as I closed my eyes, I heard John Denver. Not the song, not a song by John Denver. The artist's name popped out into my mind. And I honestly do not know any of his music. I don't really even know who he is or about his life. So I feel that's very specific. Maybe just like a confirmation for someone who's viewing this now or will be viewing this later. I don't always know why I get messages, but and oh, I've already lost the second message. I don't think that's ever happened to me before. There was a message that followed right after it. And now my mind is blank. Okay, so I don't believe in coincidences. So I guess that second message wasn't important. If it is, it's going to come back through. But it is going to drive me crazy. It was so fast. All right, well, let's see what cards we get out for you. I almost want to go back into meditation so I can grab it again. This says, I envision more and act less. Yes, that's what it was. I saw somebody envisioning like their future, or like you could be doing some future planning during this time frame, Cancer. And for whatever reason, something about John Denver or his music, that's going to drive me nuts. I'm going to go back into meditation for a second, okay? Okay. Yeah, it's all about envisioning your future. Sorry about that. It's so unusual for me. Yeah, it's all about envisioning your future. So, okay, I cannot get the image back that I got in the original meditation, and so I'm just gonna leave it alone. But if it comes back through, I will. But I did get another image of somebody swallowing a sword. So to me, that's always speaking about your throat chakra. It's about, not always speaking your truth, or, having to like bite your tongue about something. So I don't know if you're gonna have something come through this upcoming week where you gotta bite your tongue or bide your time, or you might be blocking communication, or something to do with the throat chakra, definitely. All right. This says, as you take the time to find images in your mind that are pleasing, you will more often achieve vibrational alignment with all things that you desire. So, this is like asking you to take some time out to, do some vision boards, use your imagination. If you meditate, I cannot speak enough about how important meditation is. But to sit and once you get into the meditative state, start kind of mapping out, if you will, where you envision things going in your career, in your life, relationships, whatever this is for you, and allow yourself to feel kind of like relaxed and satisfied while you do this. I think that's really going to help you, Cancer, in this energy to, I don't want to say plan it. I don't want you to, you know what they say about best laid plans, but I want you to envision being satisfied with where things are headed, and allow yourself to get emotionally in that space, to get closer to that satisfaction, right? Because I feel like this is an important time to plan for your 2021, especially as the conjunction comes on the 21st. It's about, allowing your imagination to go forward, and not so much about the moves that you make, but more about what you think about it and what you feel about it, right? I heard that some of you are being too pragmatic, thinking like, in order to be successful, you have to like go the route that everyone else goes, or that, you've got to get a degree, or go the route that your father went or your mother went. It's like you're being too single-minded about it. Yes, that can lead to success, but there's lots of different types of success to have. There's lots of different ways to get there. It does not have to be up that straight avenue, okay? And for some reason, I'm getting a lot of vision board images and projects and career, and so I'm guessing that's where a lot of you are focused, or being called to focus, at least this upcoming week. So I'm not getting so much like about relationships, as much as I'm getting you know, some of you are drawn to music, you know, or musicians even. So you have the Knight of Wands, yeah. Really? I'm going to take all those. You have the Knight of Wands, the Empress, the Page of Coins, the Queen of Swords. So this is too much action and not enough envisionment. Thank you for the $5 super chat, Kathleen. Too much. This is why it's saying more vision, less action is required for 2021. Okay, just remember that as you go through next year. And I don't usually get messages that far in advance. I like to say that my readings are timeless, but I do feel that for 2021, for you in particular, Cancer, I feel like it's going to be more about, yeah, your imagination, your visions, coming off of the tried and true path and carving your own path, right? So the Empress is here as well. So this is saying nurture yourself this week. You know, there's something coming to fruition here as well, a new opportunity or an opportunity to try your hand at something new. I'm getting a lot of creative ideas right now. So I don't know, like your juices are flowing or what. But I just feel like you know where you stand in this energy. There might be a sharpness about you this upcoming week, Cancer. So that's just like a precaution, you know, take the higher road. Because again, I did see the vision of someone needing to swallow their words, swallow their pride, or like if you speak without thinking, like you get very frustrated in the energy and then you like spill the beans or like you know, you lash out. I feel like you're gonna have to then swallow your pride later on. That's like a caution, right? But I feel for the most part that there is a need to act less and a need to envision more. I don't know how many times I can say this, the same message. Over and over and over again. Let's see the person you're connecting with. FYI, there might be jealousy surrounding you, or you might be jealous. I don't know why I'm getting that. I heard green-eyed monster. That could be you or someone you're connecting with, but there's a sense of like pride and jealousy here. That's a side note. This person that you're dealing with is the Hangman and the Knight of Cups. So this person's seeing things from a different angle after maybe having like a bit of stagnation in their own energy, right? I feel like this person is wanting to be more playful or romantic in the energy if it's a romantic partner. I just feel the energy is very soft on this person's side, you know, so if they've been a bit harsh, you know, if this person's been a bit harsh or maybe even jealous, you know, in the past, if this is their energy, I feel the energy softening over here. This person could be someone who plays emotional games a bit, but I feel like it's not because, you know, that it's necessarily coming from a place of ill intention, but they kind of play games on themselves, to be honest with you. You know, or, you know, they may have a hard time pinning down how they feel all of the time, but I feel that there's a softness here to the energy and a very, like, kind of dreamy, romantic vibe. For a lot of you, this is a person you're connecting with in romance, which is really interesting because I didn't see romance at all in your cards. So I don't even know if you care or if you are even aware of this. You could be so like into creating, I guess, like your life or your path and, you know, in that space that you don't maybe acknowledge this person or you don't know that this person has interest. Maybe it could be a new person for my single Cancers, but this person is wanting more softness and romance, okay? And a little less like dutiful energy, a little less pragmatic energy. Could be dealing with Taurus. I've got fire, earth, air, water. Is that all of them? Yeah. Primarily, though, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but it could be any zodiac sign. I can't believe I lost that image for Cancer. I feel like it was... I thought it was important, but I guess it wasn't. Okay, Leo. Ooh, Leo. I just got the nicest feeling. I felt very calm. I heard the ocean waves. I heard a song playing in the background, Fools Rush In. I do not know why my line keeps cutting out. Let me know when I'm back. So I was saying that, Leo, I got a beautiful image of the ocean and the song Fools Rush In came in. And then I got a Paula Abdul song. Hurry, hurry, lover, come to me. I can feel it. I can feel you all through me. Thanks for the $9.99, Michelle. And I actually think I got that song, and I thought it was Hush Hush, but it's Rush Rush. And I got that song in Scorpio's reading, so some of you are connecting with the Scorpio for sure. Hurry, hurry, lover, come to me. Anyways, both songs are, romantic in nature, so I feel like relationships may be a source of focus for you during this time frame. I heard a source of contention for others of you. So there's two very distinct groups of you here. I feel like some of you are totally vibing right now in that area, and some of you are flopping right now. So let's see what kind of messages we get out then for my Leos. This says, this is a glorious time for me to be on this earth. Leo, it says you're an extension of source energy here in a magnificent physical body, and the amazing diversity of your time-space reality provides the perfect balance from which you can create and attract what you want. So this is an interesting card because it talks about, the enjoyment of the present moment, the enjoyment of life, being connected with nature and your soul, and understanding that there's a purpose for why you're on this earth at this point in time. And you asked to be here during this specific time in this physical body. You chose the time and space that you would come into this earth. It was not chosen for you. It is the true mark of free will. And that's how it works beyond the physical. We have choices before we even come to this earth. And this is so a reminder of that. But that makes so much sense then why I felt very calm and I heard the ocean come in, because it was, to me, the ocean demands a presence. Like nobody stands before the ocean and does not sit in awe, because the ocean is so expansive and beautiful. And have you ever noticed that humans are drawn to the ocean? There's a reason, so and water kind of demands a presence. Water also is a very healing energy. So you could be soothing your energy. You could be needing some healing in your energy. You could benefit from maybe sitting next to a body of water. If you're not by one, sit in a bathtub, a crystal bath, things like that. So, because if you think about, too, the song by Paula Abdul, and it's slowly coming back to me in my mind, because honestly, I've not heard that song since I was like 12. She says, I can feel it. I can feel you all through me, or something like that. So it's like feeling the energy pulsate through your body. Some of you could feel like the presence of a connection even when that person isn't present. You might have a very strong spiritual or telepathic type of connection with someone. Or you could feel your own spirit guides, things like that, kind of coursing through you, especially when you sit in presence, you sit in meditation, things like that. So, Leo, you don't want to get any cards out? So you have King of Swords, Ace of Swords. Some of you definitely could be dealing with the air sign or have that in your charts, all air out right now. This is like getting a new frame of mind, all right? And getting clarity, getting the truth, getting downloads, feeling like your headspace is clear, and it could be that you had a lot of clutter going on in the mind space. And it's like, as you get more present in the present moment, as you start becoming more appreciative of your surroundings, even if you're not exactly where you want to be, it's like the clarity continues to come in, right? And it's giving you a stronger sense of who you are, but a stronger sense of your own intuition, as well as some answers coming through this week. It's a very logical energy, which is so interesting, because I felt like those songs were about love, but then I see, well, there's the Palace of Cups. I see you wanting to use your logic more than your emotion, which is not very Leo-like. But it's like you're trying to be smart about your choices in love, and that's a smart move, The Palace of Cups is here. This is like the Ace of Cups on steroids in this deck. So this is like either complete emotional fulfillment or complete emotional overwhelmment. So again, I felt that there was two groups of you here. There's those of you that are like getting clear-minded and your intuition is on point and there's clarity coming in, and you're getting very in tune with your emotional self and getting a lot of emotional satisfaction this upcoming week. There's another group of you that you're trying to detach from an overwhelmingly intense emotion that's not allowing you to be present in the present moment. And it's got you like taking life for granted almost, and like feeling like, I don't even know why I exist, or like I don't belong to this earth, not wanting to participate in society even. Like some of you are on the way other side of the spectrum right now. And if you're in that group, then this was Spirit's reminder that nothing is happenstance. And even though you may not see the bigger picture, you did choose to be here. You do have purpose. You are divine. And this is a good time to be on Earth. So, person you're connecting with. So Leo, whoever you're connecting with, they're learning some new things. They're getting some new ideas about life with the Page of Swords here. This person might be a little flighty. um, I heard flighty, like if not flighty, they're like a bit detached in the energy, right? So they may be like all up in their head or like so busy focused elsewhere that they're not maybe always present in the present moment. And keep in mind that all of these energies can be interchangeable, right? And for some of you, all of this is you. You may not have anything to do with someone else, but this is like being a bit too caught up in the headspace, this person, and needing to come back down to earth. Okay, so I feel like this person might be a bit moody, a bit temperamental, a bit all up in the air. And it's like Source is wanting to pull them back down to earth a little bit, so that they could be present in the present moment and be in this appreciative energy that I feel is being called for both of you to get into. So I kind of feel like um, this person's a bit in the back and forth, like a bit of indecisive energy, and they're overthinking things, FYI, or they're overanalyzing things, and they're walking a thin line here, and I heard a thin line between love and hate. I don't know if that's you or them, but it's like, yeah, walking a thin line. That's what I got. So you could be dealing with air sign for sure. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, because I got the same song in Scorpio's reading a few weeks ago. What else do I have here? Earth and Cancer, Pisces. So I'm going to have to move out of the sun here. Okay. Virgo. That was fast. Okay, so A Christmas Story, the movie A Christmas Story came up to my mind, and there's a scene in that movie where she's trying to get her son to eat his mashed potatoes, and so she makes it like a game for him, and they call him Piggy. Who's my piggy? And he like snorts, and then he rubs him. First of all, if you don't know the movie A Christmas Story, we gotta talk. But symbolically speaking, what I'm getting from that is to be a little bit more playful in your energy, just in general, but especially if you have children. Like if I'm talking to my Virgos that have children, and your child is like being stubborn or too assertive, or you're having trouble getting them to do things, it's like make it a game for them, make it fun for them, and they'll watch how their behavior changes towards you, right? So be a little bit more playful with the child, is what I feel. Of course, not all of you have children. For others of you, this is just, even if it's not a child, a person in your life that always seems so serious or so angry or so demanding, or, I get a lot of that energy coming through, then it's like, just, play around with your responses and kind of test out different responses to see if you get a different response from them. That sounds bad, but you know what I'm saying. like I feel like the lighter you keep your energy, the lighter the situation will become. So if it's like if someone is giving a lot of pushback and you push back even harder, well, then it becomes like two bulls, you know. And Virgo, you could be very bullheaded, but I also feel like whoever you're connecting with could be very bullheaded, um, or the energy that you're coming up against. And so it's like instead of forcing it, just kind of make it a game, make it playful. Don't take it so serious. Don't allow this person to make you feel so serious or this situation. Um, and then, of course, with the piggy reference, I feel like watch the overindulgence, okay? Whether that's food, shopping, alcohol, whatever this is. Um, moderation is key, right? The key to happiness is always moderation. So, you never know what messages I'll get. A Christmas story. Yep. This says, the vibrations of my being influence the universe. Everything vibrates and is communicating, reacting, responding, and integrating with other vibrating things. So this says, Virgo, once you begin to offer your vibration on purpose, now you are in control of the situation and experience. And isn't that what I was just saying? Was to kind of like play around with your response to whatever this is and to see what gets like the best outcome. Because whatever mood, see, a lot of people think vibration and emotion are different. It's the same. Emotions are your vibration. Your mood is what dictates your vibration, right? So what you dictate the mood of the room that you walk into and the people that interact with you based on your mood, right? So if you come in hot and serious and authoritative and bossy, you tend to get the same reaction out of people, right? Versus like if you make it light, fun, playful, not so serious, like you could take it, you could leave it, right? That type of attitude, it allows more space and energy for others to also give you a response that is similar or the same. So it's like if you want to be in control, you almost have to give up all the control. Because a lot of people think that they're in control when they can boss other people around or like, try to overpower someone, but that disempowers you, right? True control is knowing you can only control yourself. And if that's the case, then you might as well feel good. And then when you're in that space, your vibration and mood literally does end up controlling the room because that vibration is much stronger than any other vibration you could give off. Confidence is key in life, you know. But it ain't like what you think. Oh, now I have a song in my head. It ain't like what you think. Something, something, drink. This is Chris Stapleton. I do know that. Something about whiskey. Ooh, it's a good song, too. I really need to think of the song. First of all, Chris Stapleton, awesome. It ain't like what you think. That's the only lyric that wants to come through to me. But there is a second lyric to that. You're as smooth as day. No, it's not Tennessee Whiskey. See, I thought it was that one, but it's not. It's a different one. The song is about, I feel like the song is pertinent, otherwise I wouldn't keep trying to reach for it. It's about, oh my God. The difference between whiskey and you. Thank you. Go look up that song. The difference between whiskey and you. And that's the difference between whiskey and you. It's like, there's a certain lyric in the song where he's saying, you think I drink because of this, but actually I drink because of this. And I can't get the lyric in my head. And I'm not saying all of you drink, but it's like, it's not what you think. I don't know if you're saying this to someone, someone's saying this to you, or like it's an energy, whatever, shift that's happening. But whatever it is, it's not what you, like, someone thinks they understand the underlying reason or intention behind why you do something, and it's not what they think. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got it wrong, or you do. Okay? And that's the funny thing about trying to understand others' intentions and perspectives, because again, you don't have control over other people's intentions and perspectives. You only have control over yours. So it's like, to put yourself in a mental prison of trying to understand why someone does something is, for one, in a way, kind of not minding your own business, but it's also casting judgment. And or they could be doing that to you, right? Because the Seven of Swords is here. This is underlying motives and intentions, and it's not what you think, or it's not what they think. Something like that. The Seven of Coins. What is the Seven of Swords here for? Ace of Coins. Okay. If you get a job offer during this time, Virgo, for just a few of you, you know, I don't know about that. It might not be what you think, okay? So read the fine print, look into it, whatever. That's really specific. That's only for a few of you. I feel like there is some sort of disappointment. You're disappointed with someone's motives or intentions. But it's not what you think it is. Like, I feel like maybe you're seeing the worst of a person or a situation because you're trying to understand their motives, but it's not what you think. I don't know how many different times I can say that. So I just feel like let it go. All right. Or this person may need to let it go, but it's just blocking you from having some sort of new opportunity or beginning come through here. So it's like, get into that more playful, uplifting space, and you're not going to be able to do that by being too concerned with someone else's perspective. So ask yourself, how do you feel about this? What are your intentions? What are your motivations? All right, keep that in check. If you can keep that in check, then the other person will respond energetically, right? Because that's how law of attraction works, just to be honest with you. But not all is what it seems in whatever this is for you this upcoming week, Virgo, and it could be surrounding work. But for some of you, it could be a relationship or a commitment that this is about, all right? Especially if there's drinking involved or like overindulgence going on. I have another song in my head. Just a young buck. All I heard was I'm a young buck. All right, this person's energy. Wow, who did I get this for? Was it Taurus? Somebody's person got the same exact energy. Maybe Aries? Virgo, whoever you're connecting with, you know, they've gotten a different perspective on things. They're feeling more fortunate. They feel like, you know, good things are coming in. They're feeling more successful. They might be ready to take some risks, take some chances. This might be after a period of time of where they've had to take a break, take a rest, or they may have been stuck. You know, their vibration may have been a bit lower than usual, but I feel like this person's feeling more on top of things. And this upcoming week, they're kind of getting like a momentum push forward into feeling in a higher vibration, okay? So this person, if you're changing your mood and vibration, this person is like responding almost immediately, all right? So I feel like once you get out of this energy of trying to like understand what's happening underneath, trying assuming or thinking like that someone's perception or they know yours, once you guys stop doing that back and forth, I feel like mind games possibly for some of you are going on, but it doesn't have to be. Like once that energy lifts, then it's like there's another opportunity coming through, and then this person changes their behavior. They and I think that was the you versus them, the extended reading I did last week. I think that was the title of Virgo's reading, like a big emotional change, right? And I think it's stemming from you changing your vibration, and then this person's energy changes as well. So you could be dealing with Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Pisces, and I felt Aries as well. But it could be any zodiac sign. It's a general reading. Sweaty. I'm going to move over just a little bit again. Hello. Okay. Now we're going to go to Libra. So Libra, first of all, I got Dove's Cry by Prince in my mind immediately, which came up in Sagittarius's reading. That was that was the title of their reading last week. And coincidentally, I was listening to that song last night as well. So it's not surprising to me that it's come through. But I also got an image of a peace dove and the scales, the Libran scales. And so I feel like there's a sense of wanting to feel more satisfied in the energy and wanting more peace and more calmness in your life. And definitely go check out that song. I love that song. And it's like, there's a point in the song where Prince is kind of tearing himself apart. Maybe I'm too much like my mother. Maybe I'm too much like my father. Maybe I'm never satisfied. Maybe I'm too demanding, right? So like in essence, he's kind of tearing his self apart, by thinking all of these negative things. And it's not helpful to the situation. And I feel like a lot of you Libra have been maybe doing like an internal dialogue similar to that, where it's like, maybe I'm too much of this, or maybe I'm not enough of this, and letting like insecurities get the best of you, or trying to be too much for everyone else and not being all of that for yourself, and maybe even putting too much ownership on other people for your behavior traits, not taking enough ownership for your own behaviors. And it could be a variety of things. It doesn't have to be exactly that, but I just kind of feel like there's a lot of internal dialogue going on within the Libra energy. And it certainly could be that there is someone external to you that this is going on with. But if that's the case, I still feel like this person makes you question yourself. And so in essence, it still impacts you, right? Yeah. And look, as I look down, you see the, looks like a peace dove, right? So this says, Libra, all is well. The back of the card says, babies are beings from the non-physical, eternally coming forth for the creation of that of which they've decided. Interesting card here. So for some of you, you might need to know that all really is well in the big picture, especially if you've been concerned with a child or children, because this is talking about the children and the mother. But it could be concern for any area of your life, or concern for a partner even. But I just feel like this is a reminder that, you know, at the end of the day, all really is well. And there's no need to worry, like, if you caused something or someone caused it for you, and, you know, what makes me this way, and all you're doing is just tearing yourself apart. And so Source wants you to reframe the energy, Libra, if you find yourself in that mental space this upcoming week, to just remember that you're eternal, and you are worthy, and all really is well, and you're perfect the way that you are. And yes, to place your focus there instead. For others of you, you may have already went through this processing, because I feel like I have a few different Libras in here. Some of you have already went through that, and you're in this more peaceful state, right? You're in this space where you kind of already know, yeah, it's good. All is okay, you know, and you're kind of just enjoying that state of mind this upcoming week. But for others of you, you still might be battling your own internal dialogue about things. Yeah, some of you are still struggling for sure with the Ten of Wands. Feeling like you got the weight of the world, you know, on your back sometimes, with the Ten of Wands here, and then successfully being able to overcome that and get more grounded and more practical, and then here you dip down in the emotions again. So don't be your own worst enemy, Libra, because it's like being so focused on the parts of you that you don't like, that you're not seeing like all of the beauty that is surrounding that, you know. And or there might be some things that have got you emotionally down or depressed, or sometimes I see this as remorse, or just a sense of feeling like at a loss. So I think you're bouncing back between these energies of like feeling like the weight of the world, and then you have a day or a moment where you pop out of that and you're like, actually, I'm on top of the world. And then, you know, getting like your self-esteem and your security back into place, and getting very practical and nurturing yourself, and then slipping back down into the trenches. So this could be a vicious cycle that some of you are going through. And or as it pertains to some areas of your life, you may feel physically on top of things. You may feel, you know, that you're very successful in general, but then when it comes to like one relationship in particular, or a situation in particular, it feels like the weight of the world is here, and there's a lot of sadness around it. So let's see the person you're connecting with. Oh, okay. You know all this really is, Libra? It sounds so serious when I'm saying it. You know what it really boils down to? Stop beating up on yourself. Stop it. Easier said than done, right? But it's like, I just got like a talking to for my guide. So it's like, stop it. Don't do that. It's not helping you. All is well. It's fine. Like that. Like that energy. Don't question yourself so much. The person you're connecting with is the Death and Rebirth card and the Five of Wands. So I feel like this person has an internal struggle and dialogue going on of their own. And, you know, they're kind of fighting themselves. What they're really fighting is change, maybe much needed change, you know, like a revitalization of the energy. And so I feel like you might be feeling on top of things, but you're absorbing someone else's struggle and then you're internalizing it as your own, which is like, that's the stop it message. Don't do that, you know. Or some of you have your own internal struggles happening, and so does this person. And it's like both are resisting change. Even though I feel like things are changing for the better, and that all really is well, you know. But I definitely feel like a resistance to that, and I feel a resistance in my throat chakra. So there's also a resistance in fully expressing or communicating about this, either on your side or their side. But the change is going to come anyways, because I feel like it's in the highest good of all involved, right? So all really is well. Remember that. You could be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or a Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Pisces. All the primary zodiac signs I have. And go check out that song, because it's a good one. Just saying. Sounds like somebody fell. Scorpio. All right, so Scorpio, I was guided to pull out the Saturn card and the Pluto card from this deck and read them to you, so I'm going to. Then I saw like a bunch of different images. I saw a candle, I saw a Joker face, I saw I heard baby, and then I heard a song come through, and I can't remember what the song is now. I have some distractions going on as well in the hallway. I can hear them. It's kind of playing into the images, but it was like lots of different images coming through. So I feel like your mind might be a little bit scattered, or like you just have a lot of different moods, maybe, or mood swings even coming up this week. And then let me read these cards to you. I can't find Saturn. Well, here's Pluto. And to me, Pluto always represents Scorpio energy anyways, so that makes sense to me. Hold on. Here's Saturn. So I also felt like the conjunction on December 21st is going to be really important for the sign of Scorpio, because both of these cards would also represent the conjunction to me. Okay. So I feel like this card represents renewal, inner resources, basic instincts, motivation, your personal power, evolution, cycles, death, rebirth, suspicion, obsession, intensity, reckoning, taboos, clearing, and extremes. Then you've got Saturn here, which is a very serious energy, right? This is about discipline, structure, time, responsibility, ambition, difficulties, grounding, practicality, self-control, tradition, realism, maturity, and it says gravity and scaffolding. So, I feel like there's a lot of changes going on. I mean, that's like a long way to say that there is like a lot of scattered energy here, and it may feel a bit chaotic this upcoming week, but I feel like there's something being born out of this, because I heard baby, period. So to me, that's like something being born out of whatever this energy is. And what's being born out of it is more maturity, more wisdom, more practicality, more strength, and needing to kind of hone in on that Saturn energy to pull you out of this very chaotic energy that you've been in. Especially if you've been in this space, Scorpio, or you've been like obsessively ruminating over something, or suspicious, or the lower energy vibration that can be very intense for Scorpio. And it's just like, going into this more practical type of vibe where it's like, I'm just going to leave that to the side. I've got control over me. I've got control over my life. And like a new energy is born. I heard A Star is Born, which is a movie, actually. And I think this came up in your reading before with Lady Gaga and, what's the guy's name? I don't know. You know what I mean? But I feel like, think about how stars astrologically are born. You know what I'm saying? It's after an intense combustion, right? An intense shift in energy. So, yeah. Your card says, my happiness is my greatest gift to others. It says, selfishly seek joy because your joy is the greatest gift you can give to anyone. And if you're not in joy, you have nothing to give anyway. So some of you are connecting with the Gemini, because I got that for Gemini's reading. But this is like coming out of that, like I said, lower energy where, you might have been placing too much emphasis about your happiness being dependent upon a certain outcome of a situation or a certain person, place, or thing. And this is saying, it's an internal job, Scorpio. So, and the happier you get with where you're at right now, the more things are moving in your favor, And so, it does require some discipline to stick to that happiness, especially if you've not been practicing that vibration for a long period of time. But it's like, stay consistent, and your spirit guides want you to stay disciplined in self-control. Self-control. So, Scorpio. Ooh, you got the Four of Wands here. Knight of Coins. So you got some doors of opportunity opening up for you, and the Star, and the Six of Cups. Oh my gosh, didn't I say a star is born, and then I say you've got some opportunities opening up for you, and then the Star. So I feel like you are the star of the show this week, Scorpio, or you got star like qualities, or like something is being born of this energy, and it's giving you hope, it's giving you faith. It could be destiny at play, like that type of energy. Very ethereal, very out of the box energy. So you might be seeing things a whole new way this week. But I feel like, look at this image, right? It's like the gates are opening. So there is definitely some openings here, and for some of you this could be even related to career or finances, or maybe you have star-like qualities that you need to start putting on the forefront, and especially if you've been putting them on the back burner, right? If it's not within career, it could be within love, opportunities for a connection here, or opening up emotionally towards something that you feel is reasonable. I don't know, I got the word reasonable. That doesn't seem very romantic. That's that practical side to you, Scorpio. I feel like if you're looking at a mate or a relationship, you want someone that gets you like hot and bothered, yes, but also someone who's practical, that you can have like a practical something with. But I feel like there's all kinds of possibilities here for you, Scorpio. There is like literally infinite possibilities opening up, and I'm not just saying that. And it's after a time where it felt like nothing might be going in your favor, or that things were very chaotic, and it's like, stick to this self-control and the doors will open. The doors of opportunity will open for you. Okay. I like it. Let's see what the person you're dealing with energy is. Ten of Cups. And the Moon. I have Pisces and Aquarius energy here. So Scorpio, whoever you're connecting with, they are emotionally involved, or very much focused on emotional fulfillment and family and happiness and relationships. And they have a lot of deep, deep emotion here. This person might be a bit like, I heard suffocating or smothering at times. This person may want to smother you with their emotion, or you could feel that way around this person. That the connection could be very intense with this person, and therefore it feels like overwhelming almost on their side. I actually don't see you feeling that, but it can be vice versa. I feel like this person may feel that way about you, where it overtakes them. The connection kind of overwhelms them in a good way, but also in a bad way. Like it could be hard for them to control their emotions at times, or this upcoming week, or when it comes to the connection in general. You could have a very intuitive connection, a very ethereal connection with this person as well. But it's like the doors of opportunity are opening for you, and this person is very emotionally satisfied type of energy as well. So you could definitely be, connected to this person, or share a relationship with this person, and you're vibing high. I feel like this person goes through highs and lows though, like where they're either feeling like really, really connected, or they're feeling, overwhelmed and disconnected, and a bit like, or dramatic. That could be dramatic, but, or you can be. But for the most part, I feel like it really looks good on both sides, and happiness being the primary factor here. Getting in tune with what makes you happy, Scorpio, what makes you feel elated, like a star. Everybody should be the star of their own life. You know, you didn't come here to live mundane existence. You know, a lot of people settle for that because they don't know their own capabilities. But I feel like all of us came here to be a star in our own right. And this is like you staking your claim or having the ability to elevate your status or elevate your vibration. Okay. Some of you, a wish is being fulfilled this week. You know, something that you had hoped for may be coming into fruition as well this week. Okay. This is beautiful. Good for you. So you could be dealing with Pisces, Aquarius, another Scorpio, Cancer. I have Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag. Sagittarius! Happy birthday to any of my Sagittariuses. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Where are you from? Where are you from? West side. Let me meditate for a second. That was the birthday song from WGCI, which is the popular radio station in Chicagoland area. For any of my people in that area. All right. All right, so Sagittarius, I saw the Ace of Wands, so I would not be surprised if I get that out. The Ace of Wands, which is to me passion, intensity, and I heard reckoning, which that's a weird, I don't usually get that with the Ace of Wands. And then I saw a computer screen, and then I had Mariah Carey start playing in the back of my mind. Particularly, the song lyric was, "I can't live if living is without you." And I think that was the title of Capricorn's reading. Some of you could be on the cusp or dealing with one. That is a very intense song. So it would make sense why that song would come through with the Ace of Wands, right? Because it's a very intense ballad. Yeah. So let's see where this is headed for you, Sagittarius. I love that song. Now I have some other lyrics coming in. No, I can't forget this evening or your face as you were leaving. But I guess that's just the way the story goes. I am no Mariah Carey. You always smile. You always smile, but in your eyes, your sorrow shows. So I don't know if that's for you or someone you're dealing with. That's a deep song. Check that song out. And then as I look down, it says, "My joy does not depend upon the approval of others." And look at this lady's face. It says, "No effective guidance will ever be achieved by seeking the approval of others, for they all desire different things from you." Interesting energy here. So it's almost like, I mean, exactly what it says, Sagittarius. Just remember that your joy and how you feel about yourself cannot depend upon the approval of anyone. You know, it's like, do you approve of yourself? Yes or no? That's the only person you need to please at the end of the day is yourself. someone might be smiling through the sorrow or smiling through the pain. And that could be your energy. But if that's the truth, it's because you're placing too much emphasis on needing someone else's approval. And it's causing like a sadness within you. And or the person you're connecting with may be doing this, okay? So let's go into it and see. I just get that Sagittarius, you're feeling a bit judged lately, and or like you're not good enough or for someone, or like you can't ever get someone's approval no matter what you do, or that could be how someone feels about you as well, because this can always be interchangeable. But I just get this sense of like feeling like on the outside looking in type of energy. And you have the Star here and the Ten of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Two of Swords. So it's like you have all of these hopes and desires here, Sagittarius, but then like feeling like the weight of the world at times. And then it kind of sparks something in you that kind of makes you a bit spiteful, if I'm being honest, because this is like the spiteful envy card. It just brings out that piece of you that may want to bite back, you know what I'm saying, fight back, or, but really where it's coming from is a place of like feeling judged. And so it's like, well, F you, and let me judge you right back. Like that type of energy. It could be tit for tat type of stuff. Or just feeling angry, you know, a bit temperamental. And it's really just coming from a place of feeling like there's too much pressure being placed on you. But like if you go back to Spirit's overall message, it was like, take the only pressure that's on you is the pressure you're putting on yourself. So alleviate yourself from feeling like you're obligated to anyone, or that you need to prove yourself for approval of anyone. And when you're able to do that, then this more loving, carefree, intuitive, high vibrational energy comes in. It's like, you know, there's just insecurities at play, all right? And not really sure, who should you please? Should I please me or should I please them? Please yourself. Because if we go back to Scorpio's message, if you're not happy with yourself, you don't have anything to offer others anyways. You know? I also feel like there's another group of you here. Some of you are in that group, some of you are in this one, where you have like some wish fulfillment happening, but then kind of feeling like it's like wishing for something and then getting it and being like, that's not really what I wanted. And pushing it away almost, you know? Or maybe it's not exactly what you wanted, so you push it away a little bit, you know? There's this inner child in you, Sagittarius, that really wants to bite back, I feel. You know, you might be a little bit biting as well, or like temperamental, like I said, during this time frame. But yet the Knight of Cups is here, so this could be someone else's energy as well coming in that is a bit spiteful, but yet they want to love you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. So some of you, you've got someone in your energy that it's like, it's all love, but then it's spite, you know, or it's like this person makes you feel like that, like, I'm having a hard time explaining this. Because I feel like if this is someone you're dealing with, I don't feel like the intention is to be spiteful. I just feel like that kind of is their nature. you know. And it could be because they don't approve of what it is you're living, doing, or saying. But at the same time, they need to reflect that judgment back in and ask themselves why they feel the need to dictate what's right for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some self-reflection that needs to go on here. And I actually feel like if that's another person, then they're separate from the person I just pulled cards on. So some of you have a few different people you're dealing with in the environment right now. Person you're connecting with over here is the Ace of Swords, Six of Pentacles. So this person's very clear-minded. This person is very giving and generous and has some clarity and answers and guidance to offer you, possibly. This person could be giving you advice on this other situation over here because they have the clarity to do so. I don't feel any judgment coming from this person, so I do not think this is the person who you feel like you can't win with. I feel like this is someone who's able to see it from like all perspectives and has the wherewithal to give some advice, possibly. I heard this person is clear about the inner workings of the other situation or other person. Like, they know how this person's mind works. This could be like a friend or a family member. I don't feel this is an intimate partner. I feel it's a platonic connection over here, but it can be. So you got a friend indeed, okay, who is here to offer support and guidance to help get you out of this muck, this stuckness, you know. You could be dealing with Aries or Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Leo, Sag. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Don't forget to give me a like if you're in here. Yeah, 687 in here and only 300 likes. That would be super awesome. I super appreciate it. Whew, Capricorn. I heard Capricorn, hearing it or seeing it from another person's perspective is going to help open up new doors of opportunity for you. So if you've been closed off in the way that you're thinking about someone or something or someone else's perception, that, you know, almost by seeing it from that perspective, it will help to not only open your mind, but open other avenues. I feel mentally exhausted right now. So some of you have some mental exhaustion going on. I almost feel like a heaviness or like a fog. I don't know if you're dealing with headaches or fogginess or like a feeling of just mentally having, you know, too much on your plate and yeah. But I feel an opening coming, an opening of the minds. So, let's see. This says, I'm selfish enough to want to feel good. This says, feeling good indicates your connection to clarity, wellness, and an abundance in all good things. That's what I kind of felt, like a lack of clarity or perspective. And there's someone here that is like prioritizing what makes them feel good, and the other person is viewing it as selfish. And it's hard for me to know which side that's coming from, so please place yourself in whatever side you're on. But it's like, I don't know. There's like something to be learned about this, okay? Woo! For some reason, first of all, that Mariah Carey song is still playing in my head from Sagittarius's reading, so that may also be for my Capricorns. And I did get a message that Capricorn and Sagittarius were linked. And for those of you who fast forward to the Capricorn reading, the song was Mariah Carey. I don't actually know the name of it, but the lyric was, "I can't live as if living is without you." And there was a message in Capricorn's reading about that. But this is saying, yes, you can. Yes, you can. I know that that's a beautiful ballad, and it tugs at your emotional strings, but you can feel good and joy cannot be dependent upon anything or anyone in order for you to survive and stay in alignment. So it's like, yes, you can. And that's not selfish to want to feel good. It's not selfish to want to feel that clarity again, because I feel like some of you are like placing too many obligations on yourself, and it's feeling mentally exhausting. And I heard hunger pains. Some of you are depriving yourself, or you got hunger pains, or it's like, stop depriving yourself of all the good that you could have. It's almost like punishment, but you're punishing yourself by overextending yourself or overextending your energy when you don't have it. And then you have the Ten of Swords and the Palace of Swords. So I feel clarity coming through on that. It's a lot of thought. No wonder this would feel exhausting to anyone, right? It's a lot of being in the thought space and not enough in the present moment. And that's why you're not feeling as good as you could, right? And then needing to move past that with the Six of Swords into the Palace of Coins, which is feeling more comfortable in the energy and feeling more emotionally in tune again. All right, so some of you might be connecting with someone that's emotionally trying to offer you support or is there for you, and it's comforting to you. But it's like you need to learn how to soothe yourself, Capricorn, as well, or this person may be learning that. Yeah. My ear is ringing. This ear is hurting all of the sudden, like my inner ear. I feel a lot of pressure. Some of you feel a lot of pressure, or like pressured to, I don't know, be everything to everyone. What are you doing here? You're not sent to Earth to be everything to everyone. You can't be, not even if you wanted to be, right? And if that's you, go back and watch Sagittarius's reading, because that was kind of similar. But I feel like you've got some new ideas coming through and some clarity coming through that's going to make you feel good. Okay, so I do feel the mental exhaustion dissipating and more well-being coming in. And then movement forward here and feeling more comfortable. Some of you want to be in your comfort zone this week. It might benefit you to be in your comfort zone, somewhere where you can feel more emotionally at ease. And I feel like you have a supportive person in your environments. For some of you, this is a child, a father, or a spouse, or both. I don't feel this is your energy here. I actually feel like this is the person you're connecting with that is emotionally available, okay, at least during this time frame, emotionally available to give you some support. And so lean on it, because I hear lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. Like rely on your emotional support system when you need it. You can't always be everyone else's emotional support system and then have nothing for yourself left at the end of the day. And that's kind of what I feel like is happening or has been happening. So this is like prioritizing your own well-being. And I actually do feel this is the person you're connecting with. So I'm actually just going to get one more card. I don't feel that's your energy. And it is the moon. Yeah, so whoever you're connecting with, first of all, they're very emotional. It could be a water sign. But I just feel like this person is intuitive and available to support you. And here you are, you know, almost letting yourself drown for no reason. This person too could get overwhelmed emotionally at times, but I feel like this week they're kind of putting that on the back burner. And if they're not emotionally available to you, but I actually feel that they are, then just in general, this person is a very emotional being who has some childlike tendencies. They might be the jealous type, I'm just saying. But I feel like they're coming from a good place, at least this week. So you could be dealing with Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So the lyric that keeps coming through, not to go back to Capricorn, is for it won't be long before I'm going to need somebody to lean on. So don't be shutting down so much that you shut down that emotional support as well, because we all go through periods of time where we do need or we benefit from the help of others. And so I guess that's like a side note, or like maybe, and that could be for you or the person you're connecting with. Okay. Aquarius. All right, so interestingly enough, I got several different images. I saw an owl, I saw people holding hands, I saw a microchip. Somebody holding a chip like this, a microchip. Weird. So it's hard for me to even try and fathom what that symbolism is about. So I'm actually going to sit and think on that for a second. But Of course, owls to me represent wisdom, and sometimes our elders or spirit guides come through as owls. Some people find owls intimidating, so that you could have intimidating energy, or someone who's intimidating or trying to intimidate you, or something like that. But I feel like you have a very supportive relationship either available to you or around you with the hand holding image. And I don't know what the microchip is. Aquarius, there's no telling because Aquarians love conspiracy theories. And some of you are conspiracy theorizing about microchips. I mean, whatever. But for others of you, it's just Aquarians' minds are kind of like computers. They're really good at taking in data, taking in others, analyzing all the outcomes, and spitting out solutions. So I always tell people, like, if you want someone who's going to solve a problem, like lickety split, go to an Aquarius, because Aquariuses are master problem solvers. They're really good at like their brains fire very fast, and they're able to put lots of different things together and figure out a solution. So there could be a problem that you are, you know, helping someone find the answers to, or solutions popping up, you know, in the energy. And I have vanilla ice in my head again, which I also had for Aries. If you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Some of you are connecting to Aries. So this says, by visualizing my desired outcome, the perfect action is always inspired. It says, Aquarius, as your desire to feel good leads you to thoughts that feel good, the perfect action will be inspired from alignment. So inspiration coming through this upcoming week. And it's coming in the form of feeling better, feeling good, taking the lead on something. All right. Exploring every avenue. And I did feel that you had support in your energy. You know, I felt like you have someone's support, whether that's in the career environment or within relationships. So now you have the Nine of Swords, which I hate the depiction of the Nine of Swords. I'll tell you why later. But I don't want to ruin the reading because it's kind of funny. 10 of Wands. Whoa! 7 of Wands. Knight of Coins. King of Coins. Oh my goodness. Well, I feel like there's a lot of second guessing. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of guardedness or defensiveness in the environment, right? So a lot of problem-oriented energy. Hard to feel good when there's all of this going on, right? But I feel like you're going to come through, or something's going to come through to give you that support to help you through whatever this is. And you're really being asked to, you know, be wise and be knowledgeable about the situation. Because I heard one false move. It's a very intimidating energy. I don't know if someone is trying to intimidate you, Aquarius, or you come off intimidating to someone else. But I just feel like there's an immense amount of pressure for you to succeed. And it's getting to you. Like, it's kind of getting into your psyche. And it's kind of stealing away from, like, feeling good about yourself or feeling good about a situation. Like, I feel like this immense amount of pressure is really coming from you holding yourself to a standard, you know, or an unreasonable standard for some of you. And it's like, at what cost? Because this is costing you your well-being, your peace of mind, your state of mind is stressing you out, putting you on guard, making you feel like protective and defensive. And it's really coming from the space of feeling just pressured, you know, or that you've taken on too much, or yeah, I keep hearing the gold standard, you know, and I do feel like, especially when it comes to like business or um, like your creativity space, Aquariuses tend to hold themselves to a really high standard. Um, to be the computer, to be the objective data problem solver. You know what I'm saying? But if you're mentally exhausted, you are of no use to anyone else. So, you know, this is the kind of spirit saying to let a helping hand come in and make your first priority feeling good. And then when you get in that good feeling space, it won't feel so hard anymore. It won't feel like work. It'll feel like inspired action. And there's a difference between like a forced action and inspired action, right? One is not coming from source, one is coming from source, right? And so that's why they say, like in spirituality, to ease into things, go with the flow. This is not going with the flow. This is forcing outcomes. This is putting too much pressure on yourself. This is putting too much expectations on your plate. And then feeling like you're not living up to it, you know? And it's all in here. It's all in here. There's nobody else putting that on you but you know? I do feel like the supportive hand is likely an earth sign. I'm sorry. Let me move over again. It doesn't have to be an earth sign. This could be someone who's very practical in nature, who's very mature, who has something to offer you. Some of you, this could be a spouse, as I often see the King of Coins as a spouse, but it doesn't have to be. I don't feel this is your energy, but it could be. Some of you are going to rescue your own self, you know what I'm saying? And get in the space, like I said, where you're feeling good and then you get more grounded and the energy dissipates. But I think for a lot of you, you have like a helpful person here that, you know, is going to come in at the right time and like reorient you, right, to what's important and what's not important. So, person you're connecting with is the Devil and the Ten of Pentacles. This could be the same person or it may not be the same person. Some of you have more than one person you're dealing with. So I just feel like Aquarius, yes, whoever this is that you're dealing with, they have a really strong, oh, I heard like so many different words. What I wanted to say is they have a strong impact on you, or you are easily persuaded when it comes to this person, which is really hard. It's hard to easily persuade an Aquarius because, again, they like to think about all the data. But there is like a really strong pull towards this person or this connection. They may have a large impact on your energy this week or an impact on you. I actually feel like this is not I feel like you have a helpful, supportive person here. And then I feel like you have this person. It could be the same person, but they have two sides to them. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's two different people. But it's like this person can impact your psyche, and it feels like you feel defensive towards them because they stress you out. They make you feel obligated when you don't want to feel obligated, or they put a lot of pressure on you and you don't like that pressure. Like Aquariuses cannot stand when people become dependent on them or when people become too obtrusive like that. Or when Aquarians feel like they are obligated to someone, that really feels like a trap. I'm just saying. So That could be what's going on. And yet this person is working on a firm foundation, you know, or wanting a firm foundation with you. But it's a trap. That's what I feel. Somebody could be trying to convince you, Aquarius, that, you know, they're on this firm foundation and I got you and all this, and it's a trap. It's a trap, I think, that you're aware of and you've fallen for before, and you're trying to avoid that, I think. But some of you don't see this here yet. And then you have this other energy over here. It's much more stable, mature, practical, reliable, and it's the real deal. So if you're dealing with two people, pay attention to how they make you feel, because that's going to be your indicator, right? And it doesn't have to be two intimate partners, right? It could be a family member, friend, and a spouse, or, you know, some of you it is two people. You know, just take it as it resonates, but pay attention to how you feel. That'll guide you, all right? So you could be dealing with Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag. I have Scorpio here, and Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Let's go to Pisces. Okay, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to say, okay, I'm not promoting someone else's channel, although I love all my fellow tarot readers, but I clearly heard Mermaid Scales Tarot for Pisces. So Pisces, I don't know if you also watch that reader, or maybe I'm promoting it and you should go over there and watch her. She comes off to me like a Pisces, actually. She has a very soft nature, very soft tone. She does a lot of romance readings. She goes much more into the romance than I do. That's why I'm led to believe that she's a water sign, or maybe has heavy water placements in her own chart, because like I'm all air, so I'm always going to be more logical, practical in my delivery. But I like her vibes. But anyways, that's what I got in my meditation. You know, what Source says, I say. So that may be pertinent to some of you. You may appreciate her readings. You may get additional insight from her readings. And then I also got ripping off a Band-Aid. So for some of you, you may have been like putting off something that you know you need to do, or putting off feeling something or saying something you know you need to do, and it's like Source wants you to just get it over with already, because the anticipation of like, you know, like if you try to slowly remove a Band-Aid and it's attached to like the hair on your arm, you know, it's like way more painful than just to rip it off. So let's see where this is headed. It says, Pisces, when I'm feeling good, I'm allowing in good. The way that you feel is your indication of your vibrational connection to that of which is your source. The better you feel, the better your connection. The worse you feel, the more disallowance to the connection. Okay, so that's kind of similar to the Aquarian reading, where it's like prioritizing feeling better over anything else. And some of you, it's like you're feeling worse by prolonging or preventing something, like coming to facts about something or whatever this is. And it's just like the quicker you're able to push out of this energy, the better for you. And that's why I got the Band-Aid type image in my mind. Yeah. So, Page of Swords. Ooh, Pisces, you've been overthinking the hell out of something. Page of Swords, Tree of Life, and the Five of Swords. So I feel like, yeah, there's this energy of really overthinking, overanalyzing, trying to connect all of the dots and, you know, if this happens and this happens and this happens, trying to predict outcomes, trying too much to, like, hyper extend yourself or hyper focus on something, and it's just like get it over with, you know, or just make a decision, because some of you are like in this contemplative state and you're just ruminating in the contemplation, right? And this is saying like, hey, there is no wrong decisions in life, Pisces. There's only different experiences that we can have. So pick an experience, go with it. If you don't like it, you can always choose again. You have free will, infinite choices. You cannot get it wrong, and it's never done, right? Because the Tree of Life talks about infinity, eternalness, and a life path. So it's like, don't stress so much over whether you're on the right path. Instead, enjoy the path. Feel good. Feel good anyways, you know? Because there's like a restlessness in the energy and needing to just rest easy here and not hyper analyze something to death or hyper analyze yourself to death, you know? I feel like there's a bit of a trust issue showing up here. This could be within the family environment, but it could also be within work environments. But it's like the no reason to lose sleep over, right? That's what I feel. No reason to lose sleep over. So get your rest and start feeling good. What's the Page of Swords? The Palace of Swords. Yes, that's more headspace. The Five of Swords. So, there is clarity coming, but it's like after you rest easy, right? So I just feel like you're really very much involved in the headspace. Now, there is like some new ideas coming through. Some of you, some new information about the family structure or to deal with the family this upcoming week. And you're like connecting the dots. That's what I feel. I feel like you're connecting the dots about something or trying to connect the dots. Like, well, he said, and then she said, and then they said. So this. You know what I'm saying? You're like playing detective or Inspector Gadget. Something like that. Or someone could be doing that to you, but I feel this is your energy. Like trying to connect all the dots and understand someone's motives. And whose sign did motives come up under? Was that Scorpio? Could be Virgo. Could be connecting with either of those. So let's see the person you're connecting to. Seven of Wands. Well, this person is a closed book. You know, they're not going to share this information easily with you. That could be why you're trying to connect the dots, you know, figure out someone's intentions or motives, because there are, for the most part, you know, not revealing much in that way. But internally, this person has some sort of struggle going on, like a back and forth, and they look very peaceful on the outside. They look very calm and very in tune. And I'm not saying they aren't. They certainly can be at times. But then underneath that, there is a lot of insecurities and fears and self-restriction. You know, this person restricts themselves from really showing what it is that they're thinking and feeling. And I feel like your Pisces senses, right? Your water sign intuition senses are like sniffing this person or situation out. Like, I know something's up, you know, or I just know there's something underneath that, and trying to get like underneath it and trying to get to the bottom of something, you know, but it's just a bottomless pit. Because there is no bottom. That's what I feel. I feel like the depth of what this person has on their spiritual path is not, one, any of your business, but two, you're never going to get to the bottom of it, right? So it's like you're wasting an immense amount of mental energy, I feel, for a lot of you. And yet you're not going to find what it is that you're truly looking for. So it's like, get it over with, you know, or allow yourself to feel good anyways, okay? Because the better you feel, the better your connection will be. And the worse you feel, the more disconnected you're going to feel from this situation or this person. So you could be dealing with air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. I always think of Taurus when I see this card, not really sure why. Yeah. So that was Pisces. Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm sorry my connection was in and out. For my Aries people, I did not forget you. Your part of the reading got cut off, but it's available. If you go to my live video section on my YouTube, you can find the Aries reading in the beginning of this there. For the rest of you, I just want to say thank you so freaking much for all of the love and support. I'm going to do a crystal giveaway. I'm going to be posting it on my community section. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, if you're wanting to be a part of the crystal giveaway, then I'm going to give out my email address, and you'll be able to email me and give me just a quick hello as to how you found my channel, and then I'm just going to randomly go through and pick like 2 or 3 people. I have about 2 or 3 of these kits, and I'm going to do a blessing with all of the rocks, and then I'm going to mail them out to you free as a thank you for all the support and being so awesome. So I'll post that when it's time. Check it out. Otherwise, wishing you the very best this week. I hope it's a week full of love and laughter. And until next time, namaste.